D-Man, we back, D-Man.
We're back again. Yeah.
And today we want to speak about our wonderful city that is La Coruña.
Okay.
Now, I've fallen in love with this place, right? And look, I'm South African. I've come from South Africa, from Durban, home of the mighty Sharks rugby team. Come on now, Sharks, come on. And my city in South Africa is a big city. It's about 3 million people, right?
3 million. So
3 million
much
people.
bigger than
It's
Coruña.
much bigger. And we have 3 million people. And if I'm not mistaken, about 2 million sharks. But that's another story.
At least. At
At
least.
least 2 million sharks. Could be a few more, a few less. But, I'm not really sure. And I lived in London.
Another big city.
Another big city for many years. You yourself hold the record for living. How many countries have you lived in?
How many countries? I think probably about 9, maybe.
9 countries.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, 9 countries. I think you beat me by a few. By a few. But there is just something about La Coruña that it takes some time to love it, you know?
Yeah, I guess the weather doesn't help.
The weather doesn't help, you're right. But when the weather is good, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. And, we have students from different parts of Spain, different parts of the world. And our students that come from Madrid and from Andalusia, from Seville, during summers, they are completely dying because of the heat.
Yeah.
And in summer here, we never have that problem.
No, maybe 1 or 2 days. We didn't have it this summer, but, yeah.
It's manageable, no? It's very manageable.
Yeah, we don't get anywhere near the temperatures those poor people in Andalusia and Madrid get.
Yeah, and Seville, man, that's like, 45 degrees. Huh?
Yeah.
I remember we were speaking to one of our students that's from Soria and Castilla-La Mancha, and it was like 45 degrees. And you think, oh my God, that is just incredible to live there. So what would you recommend or advise someone to do that they were coming here to visit Coruña or the Northwest? Why should visit the Northwest of Spain?
Wow, I think you almost have everything here. There's water sports.
Yes, absolutely.
You can go sailing, windsurfing, surfing.
Yeah.
I would say the only thing is, there's even the beach. There's beautiful beaches. It's warm enough to be on the beach.
There's blue flag beaches here, so
Oh, really?
they
Yeah.
like the most.
Oh yeah, down in Rias Baixas.
No, in Coruña, Riathor Beach is also blue flag.
That's a blue flag.
So it's internationally recognized for having certain high standards in
Yeah.
cleanliness and
Okay.
several other things. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, so the water is a bit cold, but so the water is not for everybody.
Yeah.
But then apart from that, like here in Galicia, there's all that. There's some beautiful countryside as well. There's the vineyards. There's amazing cuisine.
Yeah.
It's almost everything. You go to other countries or other parts of Spain, and you might have some of those things, but you don't have the complete package.
Yes, you're right. I've been to other parts of Spain. I've been to Seville, I've been to Valencia, I've been to Madrid, to Barcelona, to Asturias, our neighbor, Leon, many places here. The north is very nice. Asturias is wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Asturias is just fantastic, and the food is wonderful there. That's another thing here about Galicia, in Coruña in particular. The food is also amazing.
Yeah.
When I first came here, I did not want to even think about octopus.
Really?
Now I love it, D-Man.
Yeah,
I love it.
I was lucky. I liked it straight away.
Did you?
Yeah.
Me, it was just the idea, of eating a cephalopod, But now, boy, do I love it. And there's other things here too, the caldos that they have, or the different types of foods that they have here is just wonderful, That's always good. And then there's history. We've got the oldest working lighthouse in the world here.
Yeah.
It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site is right here. And if you travel to Santiago de Compostela, you've got that amazing cathedral that's there.
Yeah.
And if you go to Lugo, you've got the Roman ruin. I mean, there's a wall that still people use today.
Yeah, I mean, it's very impressive. It's still complete. You know,
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah,
I was telling students the other week when we had, I think we had York or Yorkshire was mentioned in one of the questions.
You're right.
And I was telling students that in York they have a Roman wall as well,
Yeah.
but it's not complete.
It's not complete. And this one, in Lugo, it's complete. So there's that, and then there's Vigo, which is a beautiful city also. Pontevedra is another small little town. It's
Pontevedra is lovely.
It's lovely. It's really nice. So, and the other thing that I really like about it here is that people here walk places, because living in London or other places, in South Africa, people take the cars wherever they go.
Yeah.
In London, it's the underground.
Yeah, but South Africa, it's because the gasoline is so cheap, isn't it? The petrol is cheap.
The gasoline is cheaper, but then it's the new world. So what happens is the buildings are not in close proximity to one another.
So
as
similar
opposed
to
to here.
the United States then.
Yes, similar to the United
Yeah.
States. So, United States is the same because you have downtown and there's a big difference between
Yeah.
one and the other. Whereas South Africa, it would be, generally people don't really walk. It's just you're taking the car everywhere that you have to go. And in England, it's the same. It's the underground or the bus or something like that. You don't really walk.
Every time I've been in London to visit friends, I've ended up walking. And my mates they would walk extremely quickly, and they were like, it's just down the road, and you'd end up walking like half an hour, and you're like, when are we getting there? Yeah.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
So I get the feeling like probably you're saying you don't walk that much because you live there,
Right.
And you probably just got used to it.
Yeah, I
know?
suppose.
So for you, a half an hour walk was like the equivalent of a 5-minute walk here.
Yeah,
So-
it's true. It's true. One thing we don't have, though, that many other cities have. So, for example, we don't have as many international bands coming over here because we are small. Small little. The city is only 250,000 people.
Yeah, the big bands.
The big bands, they don't generally come here. They go to the bigger cities wherever they go. So,
I think that's because they don't have a stadium or an arena or a place that can fit enough people.
as many as that. But we also have a good football team here that's playing really well, and a basketball team now that's playing in the first division in Spain. So it's a lovely little city, and I definitely would recommend anyone who wanted to travel and explore a part of Spain that unjustifiably does not get enough coverage as it should.
Yeah.
Then I definitely would recommend you coming over here.
Yeah, I think everyone that does follow that advice and they come here are blown away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every single one of my family or friends that have come here, they've loved it a lot and they've always wanted to come back. Except I remember your brother came here and it was a monsoon. when he came.
He saw the real Coruña. He saw the real Coruña.
Oh, well, listen, thanks, D-Man. In this week's lesson, if you think about anything else, or any places, or our students, if they think of anywhere else that they would recommend us, that in maybe the next podcast, we can bring those places up.
Yeah,
And
local knowledge.
Yeah, local knowledge is the best. Because, there's always something new happening, and there's always something popping up, and this is the wonderful thing about where we are, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I think we covered everything. Is there anything we missed out? No, I think pretty much the history, the food, the gastronomy is lovely.
Yeah, the variety
the
of
beach is wonderful, and it's just a beautiful city. So please, if you can, come on down and visit it for sure. Now, D-Man, the next podcast, I don't know what we're going to be talking about. Oh, I think we've got a podcast with Ali coming up. So,
fantastic.
Check them out. Well, listen, but you take care, and we look forward to catching you on the next one.
See you later.